Howdy friends, Casey here with a video response for FlipinBean. He's doing a contest giving away a very cool gram ringed razor. And for the contest, he wants to know what do I consider an EDC and why do I carry what I carry? Now, I kind of interpreted your question to be a little bit more on a philosophical level. So that's sort of the approach that I'm going to take here. When it comes to EDC, if I personally could rename it, if we could all just start over, I would call it an EDE, as in Everyday Essentials. Because as we all know, these are the tools that we keep with us depending on what kind of activities we're going to be engaged in. The things that we believe are going to allow us to be prepared for whatever life throws our way. They're the things that when you do that self-pat down and it's not there, you get that slightly panicked feeling and you're like, oh crap. They become kind of an extension of ourselves. Much like life, my EDC is fluid and it's constantly changing depending on what's going on. I really don't lock myself into one specific thing. Now, I will have like items, but one specific thing, such as a knife, can serve a completely different role. So I kind of consider it to be, like when we get up in the morning and we decide what we're going to wear, we of course think about what are we going to be doing that day, so we dress accordingly. But to take it a step further, we also consider, hey, what's the weather like? So we kind of fine-tune it based on quite a few factors. It's life, and it dictates a lot. And for me, it dictates what I carry and why. With my EDC, you are not going to see a telephone or cell phone. First of all, because I don't have one, and that would be because I do not like telephones. It's a personal thing that I need to overcome. I do have phones. I just don't like to carry a cell phone. I'm also not going to be showing off, my watch or my keys and stuff like that. To each their own, but to me, it feels a little silly. It's kind of like saying, hey, check out my shoes. This is part of my EDC. Well, of course it is. So with that having been said, I'll give you some examples of how my EDC stays fluid. We run a horse farm here, so each day, I go out prepared for hard work, and that's why I choose to use this knife, which is the Spyderco Tenacious. It's a good hard-working knife. As you can see, it's dirty. I had to break out some shattered glass last night, and I screwed up the G10 a little bit. It got cut up. So this is a knife that I'm not afraid to put through a little bit of the paces. I also carry a little Leatherman squirt with me, mostly because it's small. But there's always something, whether it's tightening up clamps on water hoses, prying out, scraping nails out of fences, or pulling things out with the pliers. It goes quite a long ways, and for as small as this thing is, it really truly holds its own weight. It pulls its own weight. Of course, flashlight. This is kind of a bigger option, but I choose to stick with this because I need something that in the middle of the night, if things seem wonky, I can flash it out 100 yards and see what horses are doing. So that's why I stay with a little bit of a larger option there. And of course, I carry a little Zippo lighter with me. Because I admit I'm one of those filthy, nasty smokers. So, I always have a lighter on me of some sort. Now, that's my lightweight options, my minimal options for doing stuff here around the farm. If I'm gonna get dressed up a little, you know, casually and go to a movie or go shopping or whatever, I'm gonna change things up a little bit. I'm gonna throw in my little wallet thing here. Got some, of course, some green stuff, a little lettuce, driver's license, concealed carry card, and you know, I just keep it real simple. And what I'll do is I'll switch up my knife, you know, just to something a little bit more, a little nicer. Got lots of them that I pick and choose depending on my mood. That's just the Sprint Run Tenacious. And I'll keep this other stuff here too. And then I'll throw in a weapon as well. That's a Smith & Wesson bodyguard. And you know, that would be my option for, you know, casual everyday stuff just outside of the house. Also, you know, if when I'm doing work stuff, if I want a lighter, smaller, less bulky option, I'll do the Spyderco Ambitious for here on the farm. Forgot to mention that. Now, if I am going to be going somewhere where I think is a little sketchy or there might be some danger, I'm going to change up the options again. SOG-TAC automatic, tactical knife, self-defense knife, and that's what this knife stays reserved for, is those kinds of things. I'm also going to change up the weapon and maybe carry something like this. Like my knives, I got plenty of weapons to choose from. The ones I'm showing just happen to be my favorites that I prefer to carry. That's a Springfield XDM 9mm. And if I'm going to go out at night, I will probably switch that up to something like this. It's a Sig Pro 2022. And the reason I would switch to this is because it has night sights. And give myself another option in case I need it at night. Now, if I'm going to do something that's a little bit more of a step up from casual, you know, a little bit more dressed up, what's going to happen is a lot of this stuff is going to go away. It's going to get thrown in my bag, you know, left in the car, or whatever. It's just not going to be hanging around in my pockets. What I will switch to be something real simple, you know, something kind of classy, little friction folder or something like that. And for handgun, probably throw in something kind of like this, little shoulder holster rig. Still carry it around, still concealed, good to go. That's my Kimber. So as you can see, you know, I'd be carrying a lot of the same items. They're just going to give me different options. And that's pretty much how I think about my EDC. That's the reasoning behind what I carry. I want to say thank you very much, FlipinBean, for the contest. I'm always down to win a knife, man. And like I said, that razor looks so cool. It looks very utilitarian. I made a comment on that video when you put it out, or when I saw it, should I say, that is not typically a style of knife that would catch my eye at first glance. But after seeing your video, I really kind of stopped and thought a lot to myself. I'm like, why not leave that kind of an option open? Because it's so utilitarian. You know, something like that would be really handy for what I do around here. And boom, you did the giveaway. So I want to say congratulations on a really kick-ass channel. It's pretty awesome so far. I'm enjoying it quite a lot. Congratulations on the recent subs that you've got, and I hope that you have many more to come. You're really doing a great job so far. And above all, I want to give you a great big, very sincere thank you for your service. Sorry, I get choked up sometimes saying stuff like that, because I do mean it. But I want you to know that I appreciate that, and I appreciate what you're doing here on YouTube. And thanks again. Catch you guys on the flip side.